expansion of London's ultra-low emission zone to the Kent border, because it's 6 months since you've had to pay £12.50 if your vehicle doesn't comply just to drive into London. It's been a controversial scheme, but transport bosses are saying, well, it's been effective. It has taken older, polluting vehicles off our roads. Let's talk now to Cheryl, a farmer in Cudham between Orpington and Sevenoaks, who says the expansion of the zone may have to force her to sell up. Cheryl, listen, it's good to have you on the show because I remember your concerns before the expansion kicked in. So we wanted to come back to you and find out how it's been. How are you?
Hello, yes. Well, we're okay, but obviously the ULEZ has put a tremendous strain on everything. We still have the small holding. We're kind of clinging on by our fingertips, really, and hoping that it'll be overturned in the mayoral elections. But it has made life exceedingly difficult.
I'm sorry to hear that. It's tough, isn't it? And as we were saying before, the problem is with the cost of living, particularly if you're a farmer, it hits you from all sides.
Yes, exactly that, and it's this, you've got an old polluting car. Well, if we was all earning the salary that Mayor Khan has, then we could all drive around in new cars. We drive old cars because that is the best that we can afford. If there was a better transport system, then maybe people could use an alternative, but there isn't an alternative here. We rely heavily on our cars to get our children to schools, to do shopping, and for me, when you've had invites in for, sort of ladies of certain age, they get invited in to have tests for cervical cancer and for breast cancer screening. And these are sort of really quite important things. But I can't do those unless I come up with £12.50. I can't make those appointments. I can't rely on public transport to get me to appointments on time. So for the health benefits, possibly in inner London, this was a correct decision to make. I don't know. I don't live in that area. But here, where we don't have a problem with our air quality, to then find that either you have to pay additional fees or your health is you can't keep up with health. This is to me no benefit at all.
A lot of people are making that distinction between inner and outer London, and presumably, in terms of the farm stuff, you need a vehicle to transport equipment, and you can't do a lot of it on public transport anyway. No,
I don't think they'd take kindly to putting lambs and ewes on to move them up to new pastures.
It would make the news. It would definitely make the news. The ewes take the bus. I can see it on the front page of the Sun, can't you?
Yeah, I appreciate there would be a reasonable amount of paperwork, but
gosh, I'm not sure how the ewes would feel about it either. I don't think they have a freedom pass, do they? No, it'd be a bit difficult. Oh, so you're clinging on. So hopefully you can just keep going.
We will try to, but it's difficult. 3 generations have worked this particular piece of ground. It kept going sort of, its boast was it kept growing despite sort of Hitler's dive bombers trying to get the farmers during, World War II. Yeah. And it would be unfortunate if we get stopped by the London mayor. But anyway, we will try to keep going.
Yes, of course. And love to those yous as well. Cheryl, good to talk to you. Thank you for being with us on the Wake Up Call, and obviously keep in touch. Cheryl's a farmer, as you've heard, in Cudham, affected by ULEZ. So we wanted to get the Mayor of London on, actually, to talk directly to you, but we didn't manage that. We've been sent a statement instead. So here's what the Mayor says. The decision to expand the ultra-low emission zone London-wide was not an easy one, but necessary to tackle toxic air pollution. For those living outside the capital, the Mayor continues to call on the government to further support the switch to cleaner vehicles through funding a targeted national scrappage scheme or providing additional funding to the home counties.